Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Being Human Now show. I'm your host, Jennifer Locksmith, and today we have Lori Bruno as our guest. Lori Bruno is a hereditary priestess and the elder of the Sicilian Strega line of the Craft of the Wise, the founder and head mother of Our Lord and Lady of the Trinican Rose Church Incorporated, which she founded in 1993 and is based in Salem, Massachusetts. She was born into one of the last lines of the oral traditional teachings, which are handed down from generation to generation through the family. Lori is part of a line of the ancient dream prophets from Sicily on the slopes of Mount Etna, and her family was well known throughout the entire Mediterranean for their magical and healing abilities. She is leading a fascinating life of love, truth, and service. Lori Bruno, welcome to the Being Human Now show. Thank you for all you have done and continue to do. We appreciate you.
I want to thank all of you out there, you, my dear, for having me on. And I say, life unto all of you, both day and night. Keep the power within you most bright. Some people believe that they have to read books to find this and that. No, find that which is within. And that is where true magic does begin. That's it. That's the whole gist of it. It's within you. You create that light coming from above. Always do it with love. Never do it with vindictiveness. Never do it with wretched meanness in you. And don't think you're any better than the beggar in the street, because you may have some money in your pocket. That doesn't make you better. I know people who walk by, people that are looking for help, for money. Oh, don't give it to him. He's a drug addict. I will give to him. He knows or her. They know what they are. I gave with my heart. That is what the angelic forces see.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful, Lori. Thank you. So, here we are in October 2025. We've got a lot to talk about. I wanted to have you on the show because you have so much important knowledge to share, and your voice and messages are so uplifting and empowering, which is what our world really needs right now. And before we came on, we talked about it's important not to be a victim. So we're definitely going to get into that today. But before we do, I think it's important to go into the past because I really feel like, and part of the show, as I told you, we talk about is, what happened to our ancestors. And I really don't think we would be in the position we are right now without the Inquisition, without what happened to the Native Americans and all the slavery that happened. And I really do think that there are dark demonic forces that are behind all of this from the past up to the present. And right now it's pretty much in our faces, but I thought a good place to start would be your ancestors. Lori, the blood that runs through your veins was spilled during the Inquisition, and you had some really beautiful ancestors that were helping humanity, and their lives were cut short for it.
It's exactly what happened. The political religio regime, that's what I call it.
Okay.
And that regime was not of Yeshua ben Yosef, which is Jesus' real name, Joshua, Greek Jesus. He did not ordain man to be political religios. He wanted man to be kind, woman to be kind. And your soul, your mind. Okay?
Yeah.
And this is where everything's all at. He did not make inquisitions.
No.
And made inquisitions for their own political sense.
He would have been horrified, I think, by them.
He's horrified.
Yeah.
He is horrified.
Yes.
Remember what he said when he said, "My kingdom is not of this world." In my father's house are many mansions. The mansions be clements. Well, I think there's an intertwining here of many things concerning that man that gave his life. Yes, he gave his life, as many of our people gave their life when the Inquisitional court came. And there was one, Donna Marietta, who was a healer in Sicily, near Messina. And she knew about the Arabic medicine, how to heal the bubonic plague. Oh no, Yes, the plane has to come if it's God's will. No, just like AIDS was God's will. No, it was not. It was a carelessness. The cats were killed that killed the rats. The rats brought the bubonic plague. Isn't that nice? Oh, the cats are devils. Yeah, okay, fine. So the grapefruit in your supermarket. Thank you very much. No, they want the devil. The political regime that hid behind the crosses, that hid behind stars, that hid behind everything. You understand me?
Yes.
They were the devils. They were the devils. They used it. Christ did not want to be used. He wanted one thing: people to love each other. But they gave them the coins. Oh, yeah, they thought they tricked them. Yeah, look at that. You're saying not to give money? No, render unto Caesar. What is Caesar's? Got his picture on there. Give me the money back. You understand? It was always the trickery that tried to hurt all of us. So Donna Marietta went ahead, little Mary, in English would be called, was healing people of the bubonic plague. They grabbed them. So
Yeah.
then that was in 1340s.
Mm.
Giordano Bruno, who was a man that, as a young boy, they put him, I think he was 15, 16 years old. He entered the Dominican order. He was reading books. He stood there. The universe. How did it? Oh, well, while he was in the, what do you call it, in the, not convent, whatever it was, this guy ran it about. You know, Father Giordano was reading this book by name and Indian. Although there's always a rat somewhere. So, Giordano Bruno was in trouble. Then he grew older, he even got more trouble because he was always seeking the knowledge and to learn and to better the world. They didn't like that. They wanted people to be slaves all the time. So Giordano even went all over Europe. Speaking and everything, founded a sect of Lutherans called the Giordanisti. Also, he ended up in the court as a first of England. What did he do there? He met Sir Philip Sidney, who was the son-in-law of Sir Francis Walsingham, who was Elizabeth I's spy master. So Sir Philip Sidney happened is that Giordano Bruno became friends with Sir Philip Sidney, and he was spy master's son-in-law. So Mary Queen of Scots ended up in England. Uh-oh. Because Elizabeth was called by the Vatican the bastard. She was vice president, but that's exactly what they called her. And he even sent an assassin to try to kill her. And that's where Giordano Bruno comes in. John Bossy wrote a book called Giordano Bruno, that's Bossy, in fact. John Bossy wrote this book, Giordano Bruno and the Embassy Affair. Mr. Bossy got some information here. So it tells about how Elizabeth was to be assassinated with a Vatican plot. Oh my God. The Holy Father was going to pardon the person who would kill Elizabeth. Now, do you see that's not a Christ, is it? No, 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 no. It's a political regime. Yeah. Because they wanted to put Mary Queen of Scots on the throne of England. Catholic. Understand?
Yeah.
Catholic or Christian, this was political. Okay, you follow what I'm saying? So when people say they don't like Christ, it wasn't Christ. It was the political religio regime. So there he goes. This man's ready to come over and kill Elizabeth. He's going to get exonerated from all his sins. God knows what he did. But anyway, in the meantime, they can reach England. But Giordano Bruno went to Sir Francis Walsingham and said, in Elizabeth's cousin's room, Mary, you will find the silver casket, which is a box, big, small, and in it you will find letters from the evil ones who inhabit a church which is capable of. So they went in the room and made a search of Mary Scott's rooms. There they found the letters. Even letters in there that how Bothwell and the killing of her husband, everything was in there. Elizabeth never wanted to kill Mary with her cousin, but the situation that was there caused the death of Mary of Scots, whose son incidentally became James the First of England. So you understand it's all mishmash. But Giordano Bruno, he turned the wrath of the Vatican and Philip II of Spain. Inquisition. So there was a man by the name of Juan Mocenigo. Oh, he was in Venice. And he goes, I want to learn the memory system. I want to learn from you, Giordano Bruno. I will get. So he comes there like a, he went to Venice. Not too far from Rome. And he goes ahead into the house of Mocenigo. Juan Mocenigo, Z-U-A-N, Mocenigo. And there he says to him, all right, Giordano Bruno, I want you to teach me the dark arts. He said, I will not. I was here to teach you memory and things about good arts, but not the darkness. So he called the Venetian guards and had them thrown into the place called the Leads. Leads. Listen, it was made of lead. Then Giordano Bruno stayed for quite a few months, maybe close to a year. And then the Vatican guard came from Rome and brought him there in 1592, where he stayed in a place called the Castle San Angelo. Very strange. Archangel Michael's right over that building. And I love the Archangel Michael, incidentally, the guide for everyone. So he stayed there from 1592. Dungeon, everything. They didn't give him the nice room like he had in England. In England, the only books he wrote, all the books he wrote, the only place where they were saved and not burned was in England. Yes, England. Now, he's in the dungeon there. And finally, February, all these years they said, you're wrong about this. The earth goes around the sun. You're wrong. Blah, 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 blah. There's a multiplicity of universes. You're all wrong. You're all wrong. Not so. He was right, because I know he was right. We've seen it today. They said, man will someday walk on the face of the moon. Oh, see. But there are multiplicity of universes in every star. He said, it's a solar system where there's life. Remarkable. That was 1592, 1600. And now we're seeing it, aren't we? Yes, we are. And we're going to see a landing soon. No, did I scare you? No, don't be scared. Be scared of what's here now, not what's coming. So he goes ahead. And finally, February 11th of the year, 1600, he walked into the chambers of the Vatican. Inquisition, headed by Robert Bellarmine, became a saint incidentally in 1930. Robert Bellarmine says, okay, Giordano Bruno, say this is all wrong, your theories. On this substantiation, this, that, everything is all wrong. No, I will not. He's bigger. No bigger than my height, about 5'5". I'm not 5'5", 5'3". It jumped a little bit. So, the head, still a package show. The head says, no, I will not. You will not. I'm going to burn you. Oh, really? Well, you know something? You pronounce this sentence of death upon me with greater fear than I will receive it. Whoa. Robert Perla means wig looked at his shirt, I guess. He was enraged. His eyes burned like coals at fire. I will command that you die in that fire, burning alive. And what's more, I'm going to put an iron hook on your mouth so you can't speak. Giordano Bruno said, it's all right. My words are echoed in time, and they will come down in time to bite you. Oh, that guy did the whole Bobby Bellamy worse. Well, anyway, he was a rich son, you know. He was became rich people became fathers of the church, yeah, and also mothers too. But that's all right. We know we're not stupid.
Hmm.
So that day, February 17th. In fact, remember the date, February 11th, February 17th, 1600. He was brought out to the Campo di Fiori in the southwest corner. It's not where the statue is now, but the southwest corner. And he was burned alive with this iron thing clamped over his mouth. And when they put the cross in his face, he shook his head no, because he hated Christ. But because he would not bow to the religio regime, even in fire, he would not.
Yeah.
Now his actions, they went all over the city of Rome, into the bread they ate, into the water they drank. Yes, he lived again. And he still lives in other people of his ancestry, that of his ancestry. And been
Yeah.
talking to them. I love my ancestor. He's everything in the world.
Yeah.
And a U be W. It's the word which. Well, my family of Magi. Came from the Middle East into Sicily. Is Magi. That is magical practitioners. We don't hate anybody from it. Only if it is negative that hurts people.
Yes.
And it is. So, anyways, this is what it is. So now we're going to say February 11th. I think it was Pope Benedict that was still power. On that day, he was abdicated and didn't want to be Pope anymore. But February 11th is the day where Giordano Bruno was burned. And on that day, a lightning bolt struck.
Hello?
Yes,
Oh, sorry. I think I lost you for a second.
February 11th, a lightning
Mm.
bolt struck the chapel of St. Peter's.
Oh, wow.
So that's the day Pope Benedict did not be a pope anymore. He didn't want to be a pope.
Hmm.
It's so strange how things happen, you know? You wonder. You really wonder.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe in coincidences.
I don't either.
Yeah. And didn't you get an apology from them, Laura? Your family got.
Yes, there was a letter came. And I said, if you were truly of the Christ, you wouldn't have done this travesty to begin with.
Hmm. Yeah. The Vatican sent you guys a formal apology letter for killing.
We're sorry. To go back in the year 2000.
Yeah. Wow.
It's so strange because my husband's last name is Sforza, Sforza.
Hmm.
That's a very old Renaissance family he's descended from. And one of them spoke up for Giordano Bruno. This was on 1600 this happened. And they said to him, go back to Milan. Your family hasn't got the power in that. And
Mm.
so, and I ended up marrying Luciano Sforza. Isn't that strange? How things happen.
Yeah. You.
No, no coincidence.
Mhm.
It's one of the strangest things in the world to see these things. But I will tell you, when I was a young girl, I heard about my ancestor. And I was so engrossed with him. I said, I want to know what he saw. Now, I worked for Revlon, okay?
Mhm.
Production planning father. But I decided I want to go work for the space agency. Oh, I'm an engineer. I go, oh, I can draw. Okay. So I studied technical illustration. I applied to Huntsville, Alabama,
Mhm.
the Marshall Space Flight Center. And it was Dr. Werner von Braun at the time. He was the head of it. Came over, he was a rocket scientist I was aiming the V2 and V1 rockets in England and from Pinamundi. He also did a lot of things that were not nice. But he had to do it because he was working for a madman, and a big madman he was. So He went ahead. He was the head of the agency, space agency there. I then decided I wanted to go down there now. In the 1960s, for an Italian girl to leave home, you don't do that. You can go leave home when you get married. Well, I didn't want to do that. So I ended up going to Huntsville, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I had top secret clearance. I was working there. And one day, I was doing some artwork, and all of a sudden, man came next to me. Who's out, Bruno? Said, me. You're a little girl. I said, yeah, I'm a little girl. He said, how do you make people look like Michael? He said, airbrush. How do you look at that? I said, okay, that's good. That's good. 2 years later, I had an airbrush that was made in Germany.
Oh, wow.
And I thanked Dr. Whitron. It's my birthday one year. He gave me a drafting set. That was it. I still got it. In fact, it was the strangest thing. The 50th anniversary of the Apollo. I said to my husband, I said, Lou, where is my drafting set? I can't find all the stuff from the top of the bookcase. Came and hit me in the head.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I did it. Okay, that was funny. But
Like,
these are coincidence. Look at that coincidence. I call it the spirit world talking.
yeah, I agree. Oh, wow.
The spirit world. We live in a world, many dimensions. We live in many dimensions. And I do believe that there is extraterrestrial life. They're not little green men either. They look very much like us. I also will say to you, we're going to be seeing a landing between now and 2027. Remember my words.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I don't know if you've ever heard of Dr. Frank Stranges, Stranges. He wrote a book during the time of Eisenhower called Stranger at the Pentagon.
Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah.
How you thought his name was?
Yes.
The name he gave him. How you thought he talked to President Eisenhower? So they saw the atomic bomb being done over here.
Mm-hmm.
People out there, the globe, I believe it might be called, were worried. I do believe they are very smart. They see us, and they also are in contact with people who have psychic ability.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when you out there see strange things, you think, what is that? Well, and you get information that you have no way of knowing.
Yeah.
Trust it. Trust it.
This kind of brings me to a question, Laurie. I may as well ask you now. Um, so one of we've had people on talking about what many people call the Sasquatch or the Bigfoot, and I was going to ask you, what do you do? Any insights on them?
Interdimensional.
Okay.
Right? I also feel that you don't go try to kill them. Don't, that it's so foolish. If anybody tries to shoot down one of the UFOs, right? Please, they've been here for a long time under the sea also.
Mm-hmm.
And when they stopped the bombard, where did we get our technology from? He put his finger up when he was in the Vehicle Assembly Building, the VAP building, in Cape Kennedy, which is now the Cape Canaveral. But it was Canaveral to begin with, then Kennedy, now they put. It's still where the Cape. He put his finger up. Oh, yes, really.
Hmm.
But you know what it means, reverse engineering. You know what it means, Area 51, but there's also Area 52.
Yeah.
All of these things are there. They are there. They have been there. They have been there since the beginning of time. Even George Washington saw them. Thomas Jefferson saw the UFOs. You understand me?
Yes.
It was back in the 1500s. So I think a place in Germany. It's documented there was a war in the sky of these spacecraft. In India, the Mahabharata, the word for sacred writing of the Mahabharata, it speaks about it. They are out there. They've been there, and they've always been there. And certain individuals, like Da Vinci, all of them, have had communication with them.
Yes.
There are nothing out there communication with our space brothers and sisters. Those little green men are their robots. They look like that out too.
Yeah. Would you say that for the most part they're benevolent, Lori?
Yes, until we will do the wrong thing. Try to act like fools. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And are they aware, like we're going to talk about this, we're already kind of getting into it, but we've talked about, oh, what did you call it? The dark forces. You had it. Are they obviously, are they aware of what's going on with this here and what's been done? And
in the Vatican Library, there are secret documents.
mm-hmm.
I believe it's out in the West. There's the biggest telescope. Also, there's a telescope in the Vatican.
Yeah.
And now, why did you think there was Space Force? That they made Space Force? Was it to look at the stars? No, it's to defend this country, defend our planet, just in case there are the little bad guys.
Okay.
Just in case. And I have my doubts about the meeting that was done in Virginia this past week. It wasn't about fat generals. It was something else.
Okay. All right.
Time period. I might be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's definitely interesting times coming. I've heard, Lori, that the veil's gonna come down. Do you have any insights on that?
That's what?
People talk about the veil, and a lot of people are saying it's thinning and it may even be gone within a few years. Do you have any insights into that?
So, well, the psychic ability, like psychic world. Okay. At this time, the veil, September the 21st is when the veil gets thinner, and we see the other world, the spirit world. But there's also another veil that is of the clearing up of man's understanding of what is out there. And it's getting thinner and thinner. And yes, we are going to see things. We are. You see,
Mm-hmm.
my mind has always been open to learn.
Yes.
But I read what I see with people. I'm really angry. I get this, discuss it. When they hurt their minds, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Drugs. People are getting into drugs. Why do they want to get into drugs? They can make you fallible. Easy to be taken over.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
And we're going to just go jogging. You're wasting life. You're wasting your life.
And you say that our bodies are temples.
The soul, absolutely. And the soul doesn't exist. It most assuredly exists. And it travels through time and places and everything. You just have to not pollute it. And you know, I'm going to get high. Okay, maybe you're high for about 20 minutes. Then you're going to have to do it again. But I'm high on ice. At 85, summers young, I will never go and touch anything that is harmful.
Yeah.
I like my talking.
That's okay. It's okay.
I never touched a drug in my life. And I looked at my doctor said, "Oh, you're only taking 0.125 thyroid." I said, "Forget the big pharma that's sticking on your head right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to put me on anything I don't need. I certainly do not need any of this other stuff.
Good, Lori. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
You must never be." Listen to me. Look at the AI. What are they doing AI right now? Drugs are all over. Pretty soon people are going to need that artificial intelligence because they're burning their brain out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Lori. That's actually one of the questions I have written down. What do you think of artificial intelligence?
Did you ever see the movie Terminator?
Yes.
There's your answer.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. It's con
The mind is everything. The mind is everything. This is why it was given to you. Don't ruin it. Yes, use your artificial intelligence if you want to, it's fine. But don't say, "Oh, gee, he's going to do my homework for me." Pretty soon, he's going to do everything. Pretty soon, you're going to need to get toilet paper. You're going to need artificial intelligence the garbage out of your heads and start to use your mind, your soul, your body. Remember, it is all intertwined. Your soul, your mind, your kindness. You understand? Don't ever forget to be kind.
Yes.
If you keep these people at it, oh, I'm going to switch it. I own 3, 4 stores, blah, 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 blah. But you don't even own your soul because you sold it. Okay?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes. Um, well, let's just jump into it. Well, do you have any messages or advice for us right here, right now? It's October 2025 right now. Or anything on your heart you would like to talk about or advice for people?
Oh, many years ago, back it was midnight, 9/11, because I saw that horrible thing in New York.
Yeah.
It goes like this. It's called In the Name of God. In the name of God. Come on. Walking dough, skull and bone. Take your sister and your brother. Oh, you forgot the great mother. God of Eden, that's what we need to become a caring nation, not the uncreation. Lord of the universe, our Buddha Christ, great mother. Want humanity to love one another. Hate not for religion or color of the skin. Look into the heart, the soul is within. Create, not destroy. Make the world a place filled with joy. This is not art. This is a place of a goddess and God. Created from the love of above. Make America great. Stop the hate. It's not too late. War is coming from another world for you to see. And that is going to be. All right?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, Lori. Thank you.
Oh, I want you to understand. Yes, my family paid with their blood. I didn't even end up paying with my blood. You know, try to understand to be kind to each other. That is the biggest thing. And one day, the members of the class might come in to being in the White House. You never know. And they will bring love and care, the true members of the class. Not the ones who do it for to show off in spectacle. I got a bigger hat than you, or whatever the hell they're doing. Uh, listen, understand. The word which is wisdom, W. I, integrity. T, truth. C, courage. H, honor.
And you said that when you were only 18 years old, correct? On a show.
I was on a television show. I think it was WPIX New York. And they had a man there. They had a Roman Catholic Church, Catholic priest. They had the Protestant minister, an agnostic, and they had a rabbi. He said to me, "But what is a witch?" And I can only imagine. Okay, we are practicing. It would be for witchcraft, wisecraft. I said, W, wisdom, I, integrity, T, truth, C, courage, H, honor. Which one of you follow that course of study? He goes, and the announcer said, "Well, I'm the announcer, babes." He said, "By the way,
Look out.
it's okay.
Oh, wow.
People, I love people. And I would never turn my back on anybody.
Yeah.
Don't touch somebody with the C word.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yes, he did. He's in Salem here. He has a lot of money. And he called me the C word. I said, "No, not going to happen."
Mm-hmm.
I took him to court. And one woman said to me, "Oh, you had nobody until he called you that." I said, "I never called him my God."
Mm-hmm.
That is a fact. Well, he was told he can't bother me anymore.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. Knows who he is if he listens to this.
Yeah.
I wish him no harm. All he has to do is keep looking in the mirror. If somebody said to me, "Worry, if somebody turns to you, oh, look in the mirror." It's right back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you yes, yes, you.
Mm-hmm.
I understand this. Fear is a curse. Your fear puts it on you. I told one girl, says, "You don't meet anybody like." I said, "Let me ask you something. When you're getting dressed in the morning, put your makeup on, and you're looking in the mirror, are you saying to yourself, gee, I'm not going to meet anybody, am I?" She says, "Yeah, I do that." You're giving yourself the evil eye.
Yeah.
Say, "I'm beautiful. I deserve the best." That's how
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah. We sometimes cast spells on ourselves. And that's another thing, Lord. Would you tell people about the evil eye, also known as what? Malocchio, right?
Malocchio. Yes, el cosa malocchio. Now, you can only learn this on Christmas Eve to take how to remove it. But here's one that I do know that you can learn, and I'll say it right now. People can learn it themselves. And you go like this: "È stato sfazionato con malocchio e mala volontà. Ci vuole tre cose per disfazionare: il Padre, il Figlio, Spirito Santo." All right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's it. It's in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Ghost. That's the Christian way. Or you should say in the name of the God, it's the God and Mother. Whatever you want to do. Believe in the light. Use it for the light. But that means this. I've been hit by some bad will and evil energy. I need things to take it away. It's in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Amen. That's the Catholic way. They can do that. But you don't deserve it. You don't get it. It's an energy force. Everything's electromagnetic force field. All right. Now I have to get my feet operated on. Good. Okay, everybody knows that. Good. Okay. You want to pray for me, fine. It's all right. That's all. Okay, I get my feet operated on. Did somebody wish that on me? No. It's in my family. It's hereditary. So we get it fixed.
Yeah.
But all things don't happen for evil. Sometimes it's just a situation that happens. But don't be afraid. Protect yourself. There are people that do have malicious intent. And
Yeah.
so enough. It is not the evil eye, it is the vicious intent. I will, if somebody needs help, I will, baby, help. In the name of all that is of the light, it says that God, Christian, I say, name of the Father, Son, Holy Ghost, amen. I will do it. This is on today. All right? You follow what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
But based. Evil eye is something, man, that yes, you're right. You can, but it's a thing that festers in people, and the fear is what is the evil eye. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking a little bit before we started. You said something really awesome about it's important we don't see ourselves as victims. Don't play
Yes.
the victim. Would you mind repeating that? Because that was wonderful.
Oh my God, I'm a victim. No, you're not. Take the VICT and take that I am at the end. Put it in front of the V. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I'm the victor. OR.
Yeah.
You put OR at the end. I'm victor. That's who I am. And I'm strong. And I can right the wrong. And I now sing freedom song. The spell of anybody who's pushing negativity towards me is broken.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you do. You believe in yourself. When you at night you take showers, put kosher salt in the bottom of the shower and squish your feet in it. It takes away all the bad stuff.
Yes, yes. I think I learned that from you a while ago, and I do that, Lori. So thank you. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I had a question just off my head. Well, I have a question here. So, in the same vein of protecting ourselves, are there everyday things we can do to protect ourselves? For instance, like jewelry. Do you have any something as simple as jewelry we can wear?
It's so both for it. It's both good. And hands are like that before. That is excellent. Also, I like the archangel Michael. I really like him on my silver is a very, very powerful energy force. Yes, it's healing. Silver is here. Silver nitrate. Okay? Any medicine with silver heal. All right? It's a silver, even the old fashioned silver dollar on a wound that heals it. Anything with silver. Silver bullets. Remember the
Yeah.
silver bullet against negativity? Yeah, that's the silver. You wear it. Go. All right? Well, I wear what I thought to go at one point out. And then it's so you can wear any metals that you want, testicles and silver, anything. But you keep the positive, okay? Keep things positive.
Yes.
Oh,
And that actually is another question. I know some people, they will see the pentacle, and because they don't understand, they're immediately afraid. They think it's like this evil symbol, but it's not. Would you mind setting the record straight on the pentacle and what it really means?
to go. It was a symbol of God, God.
Hmm.
The little you the top of your head, the two arms, and the two feet. Wow. It's like this.
Yeah.
Which is the story of Solomon, King Solomon. He was building the Temple of Jerusalem. He asked the mason, Hiram Abyss, was burning because he would not give the secrets of the temple. So Solomon sitting there, he's crying. How can I build the temple? I promised God the Father I would do this more than you. All of a sudden, the Archangel Michael appears. And he says, you can make this temple. And with this sign, you will. The Archangel Michael gave him the 5-pointed star. That's why it's called La Stella Salvadoris. And the other one is a smoking number. That's David, his father's. Now, that's 6 points. So here we got Solomon receiving this. He said, you can command even the demonic forces, Solomon. With this, it became part of a ring that he wore. And that's what happened. Now, you have to understand, there are those that turn our pentacle upside down. They know who they are. It's like, why? Why do you want to do the darkness? It's ridiculous. Why do you want to call things in that would maybe hurt you? Is it a control thing? Is it to make money when you have lawsuits on? You put a lawsuit on somebody because you decided to make your church a church?
Hmm.
No, it's not correct. But anyway, they know who they are. But 2 points up, we don't wear 1 point we wear.
Yeah.
And all those points up crack do use 2 points up, but then he put a triangle in the center. That's a second, I think, a second degree of Alexandrians, they do that. We just swear our pentacle 1 point up and that's it. There's
Hmm.
a lot of other things. There's a thing called a chipmanuta. It's a the spring of rue. It has all little magical things on it. It's usually always made in silver. Again, silver. So understand this is where it is.
Hmm.
I mean, big things coming. But yes, the silver jewelry, yes, even a safety pin. With a red ribbon on it, with the point going down is a very good amulet to keep inside your clothes.
Oh, wow. I'd never heard of that. Thank you.
Point has to go down. Otherwise, but you put the red ribbon, and on the red ribbon, the end of it, you make two little points. So they look like two little horns. In other words, go to hell.
For anyone that means you ill.
Go where you want to go. Be a negative.
I love that. Thank you.
Quite welcome.
Um, so one other thing that's just came out recently, I'm curious what you think of this, Lori. Um, what are your thoughts on digital currency? England just said they're going to roll it out.
Worries me.
Yeah, me too.
There's a lot of. I'm worried about it. Worried.
Yeah, I'm hoping enough people are gonna stand up and not comply because, I mean, we both know, and everybody, I know, most people that are starting to pay attention know or awake know that it's not going to end with England. This is something they want to roll out worldwide, and it's part of a much bigger nefarious plan, in my opinion.
You're correct. You're correct. Correct.
Yeah,
Very people great.
yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
it's got to stop.
Yeah. So would you say, I once heard you say, The evil ones are still around. Don't think they're not. You said that in the past, and it's something that definitely pops in my head nowadays. But as you said, we can't be victims. But I think it's good to acknowledge, though, act on the knowledge that this is a reality happening, and we need to be empowered and stand up to it and not comply. Yeah, because they're just trying to take us further away from nature and further away from the divine and our divinity. And as you say, like we mentioned, the stars, we are stars, as you have said, that we are much more than they've let us know we are or want us to know that we are.
Well, subjugate you.
Yeah,
No, no, no one will change.
yeah. So you've said, and well, we talked about Jesus Christ and how he would not be happy about, well, probably a lot of things happening now and things that happened in the past. But who is Jesus Christ to you? You've talked a little bit about him.
I still like him.
Yeah,
Because I'll tell you why. He's nothing wrong. He made people feel good. He healed the sick.
yeah,
He even rose Lazarus from the dead.
yeah.
It's a thing. And Flavius Josephus, the book of that Flavius Josephus wrote, History of the Jewish People. He mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was such, I feel that the energy of Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was murdered by a political regime
Yeah.
that used the force in front of them. So understand, it's not. I should never dislike people for what their religion is.
Yeah. I mean, he was a political dissident of his time.
Absolutely.
He was a rebel. Yeah. Yeah. So this is kind of a big question. I'm curious what you think. So, Lori, what is this place and what are we meant to be doing here, you think?
We're supposed to be on this planet doing decent things for people and not murdering. Understand?
Yeah.
There's wars. They make wars. And he one of these people, of course, he did the fate that they were born with. Understand? They
Mhm.
made a mistake. They make mistakes constantly. And it has to be stopped. They like to the side of their mouth. They don't truly say what they have, but the heart. You see, it's sad you may make millions of dollars. And then they cry to congressman. Yeah, how do you do that?
Yeah.
So, wrong things going on here be addressed and cleaned up. And I have faith enough to know that those who are of the light will bring this about.
Yeah.
I feel that very strong.
I do too. Yeah, there are good times coming. It's rough right now, but I do feel like we're going to turn the ship around.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we are.
And well, speaking of, you've worked with the police to solve crimes, haven't you?
It's,
Yeah.
it's like Massachusetts was Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You're cutting out a little bit.
okay.
I'm here. Hmm.
All right. So we must get down hard for everybody. So that you do have. It's not just when they come to you for a meeting, it's not just cha-ching, funny. I met the people for free of charge many years ago, and I still do. And when, I lived in the north end of Boston.
Hmm.
I used to go to Stop and Shop late at night. I used to buy groceries. And I put them in the refrigerator and everything. There were mothers that came that their children, they were in trouble financially. I give them the groceries. My husband come in the house and they, Mommy, you went to the store last night. What did you don't get tonight? Do you understand? The reading was free. Plus, I gave them the groceries too.
Yeah.
And I never went hungry. Understand?
Mm.
They always came with it. at the darkest time. How? There was always a hope at the darkest time of my life. And I don't like when a psychic tells the person, oh, you have a dark aura around you. I'll light the candle. Okay, $500 each to candle. That run to your nearest exit. You hear me? Right. Something like that. That is not a psychic. That's a cuckoo clock that wants to do rip people off. Use your gift. Use the gift that was given to you. And you'll see more once you're using that gift to help truly help humanity. The gods give you more and more energy.
Yeah.
You're helping people, plus gods help you.
Yeah. We are always loved and looked after.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fear
Yeah.
is not fear is not part of what we are.
Hmm.
Fear is not part of what we are.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Lori.
You're all
Thank you.
beautiful people. Please keep your faith in the light and never let the light in. Always keep your faith and understand it is a gift of the light of all lights, gods of all gods, Jesus Christ, whoever you are, but God of light, not one who will hurt people.
Yeah.
I believe that we're given a chance on this planet. It's like a proving ground. And once we see that we have done good, we will go to our life, our life. Yes, we do come back. I think sometimes it's up to us if we want to come back.
Yeah. I feel that too.
And I hope I see all of you again.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to have you back at some point. Um, I have one last question for you, unless you have more to say on that. Okay, so do you make Sunday gravy?
Yes. My husband, God bless his soul, made of that.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
Oh, gravy, like we all do.
Well, well, my next question, we should probably clarify for the audience. We are not, Laurie and I are not talking about turkey Thanksgiving brown gravy. Laurie, will you explain to people what Sunday gravy is?
It's tomato sauce. And we can make it marinara with the meat, with sausage, meatballs in it. And we put everything that is good. And we put it on the pasta and we have it on Sunday. That's Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
We make salad. And my husband used to have we had a little elderly lady who was a widow next door, Mrs. O'Shea. And every Sunday she liked Italian food. He said, I'm messing with Italian restaurant, Louis. He said, I'll show you Sunday. He bought food to her.
Oh.
Every Sunday after that, Sunday was Mrs. O'Shea's Italian food day. Now
Oh,
Louis is in heaven with the angels.
I heard about your husband passed. He passed a couple years ago, right?
He passed on to September the 24th, 2022.
I'm very
Now,
sorry.
he's an orange.
Oh,
And he
goodness.
was in Vietnam. They had Dow Chemical and Monsanto
Mm,
spraying the jungles. The jungles are still there, incidentally. But they got very rich in it. It's that poison the kidneys, the hearts of our soldiers. Also murdered. That it was murder by yes. So here we are. We see a wall that has 58,000 of our brave men and women who passed in that war, which really was never to be a war. It was supposed to be a police action. What happened is that they were poisoned. Okay, truly. And many was 58,000 were in action, but there are 300,000 that have died after coming home. Where's their wall? And plus 400,000 of Vietnamese people. What did you get out of that? War kills. They asked, I'll tell you a story about one of my other ancestors that we didn't touch on.
yeah. Yeah.
His name was Gohar El Siculi El Rumi. Whoa, who is this man? When the Saturn Empire came into Sicily and took Sicilian people off into Baghdad. So he ended up as a slave, but he really was a teacher. on my father's side of the family. So now Bruno was on my mother. Now, he took me to that. So he was talking to the priestess and the guards and that. And it went to the caliph that this guy's not and he prized anybody that had a brain. So he went ahead and brought it into see the caliph. He said, your name, he gave the same Italian name, Sicilian. He said, what do you know about it? He says, oh, I studied. I was a teacher when your people came and took me. But I'm going to go back to Sicily. And he said, I'll tell you, I will try to escape. Well, wait a minute. He said, I need to ask you a few questions. So he said, what do you know about war? He said, it kills. Well, what would you do if you were a general in my army? I want you to give me money for the soldiers to be paid. I want to give you candy camp followers so they will not rape women. And I want you to give me enough to make bread. Flour enough to make bread. Wheat. He said, I'm going to send you to North Africa, you know? I want you to command my army. You don't even know me. He said, no, I think I know you. The caliph said, I've been here in 5 years. So he sent the name of his general. He went to every city in North Africa. Drew bread over the walls. Gave his soldiers the gold and silver, money. And of course, the camp followers to satisfy their needs. Because men walk on 3 legs, and it's always the third one that trips them up. That's my grandmother. She God rest her soul. She's the one that's descended from Gohar. So anyway, she went in that name once. I love that. So anyway, what happened is that she goes ahead. She conquers all of North Africa without firing a shot or a bow and arrow, whatever you understand. He gets to where there's Egypt, the gates of Egypt. And they go ahead and they throw the bread over the walls and everything. Doors open. That place in Egypt is Cairo now. You know why it's called Cairo? In Arabic, it's called Haro, which means conqueror. And why is it conqueror? He did that. Well, Mars was coming over the horizon at that time. Being a very learned, new astrology too. It's going to be called the city of conqueror. And what you did, I put the statue of my ancestor there. This one is not because he got burned. This one he's riding a horse. It's called Gohar. They spell it Johar or Gohar. Either one. El Rumi was because he was Greek. Gohar El Rumi. All these crazy people inside of this little old lady's body.
Got some very.
Shift out. I want to go to Washington and tell them, wise up.
You should.
You're doing. Wise up at what you're doing. You're hurting this country. Every one of you. Wise up. And create the caring nation, not the uncreation. Over now, you look at what's happened in Israel. You'll see, thousands of years ago, there was Abraham. He had 2 wives. One was a girl that came from Egypt. Oh, she was a slave. No, she was not a slave. The Pharaoh gave him the princess to what? To make his family to be together. Sarah, who couldn't have babies until the 3 angels came. So Ishmael was born. And then there was Isaac. And there was jealousy. Here we go again. That evil thing that's called jealousy comes between them. Sarah says, I have my son now. I want you to send Hagar away with that child. That's my son. Well, you want me again? Jealousy, jealousy, jealousy is a fallacy. So he sends her away. And she's in the wilderness and she kneels down and she cries with her son in her arms. All of a sudden, an angel comes. His name is Gabriel. Or Gabriel. Okay. He says, why do you cry? From you on, this boy I will make a mighty nation. Here we are. He strikes a stone and water comes out. Today it's you get in the mosque. It's called Zum Zum water. See, I have everything here, everybody, because I love them all. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, so this is what happened: the jealousy of two women. And now it's the same God thing. Look, you understand? They both are brothers and sisters. They both are brothers. Stop your war. Be smart. Have a heart. Live long and sing freedom song. Be together. Create the most beautiful weather. You can learn from each other as you're born from the great mother and the father too. Both of them are balanced, creating love within you. Remember these words when I say this day. Work for peace in every way. Don't hate yourselves. Don't hate yourselves. The violence that's going on in the street. Republican, Democrat, stop it. Human trash. That's what you need. And you also need a new party called the Broom Party to sweep all the crap away. Excuse me.
Yes.
They wouldn't like me in Washington, would they?
Well, we need a change. So,
Well,
yes.
Change. Oh, we are going to have a change. A wipe away. That's what we're going to have.
You'll have them trembling in their boots, Lori, if you go there.
That's number one. Get over down. Ready your body to get away in this world. I stand tall. And I want people to stand tall. Stand tall. And don't be afraid. Let them tremble in their boots. Let them know that we don't have to do violence to get what we need. We can sit there and have the kindness in ourselves and show them where they are lacking. Oh, they do inside trading to get money. Look at all of them. There's one of them in she's from Massachusetts too. And $67 million in her pocket. Where did she get that from? Get that.
Yeah.
In these countries. In these countries that the money and then you call them back. We gave you the $5 million. To give us $3 million, keep it $2 million. How they do their business? Dirty business.
Yes.
I want to see a clean country. That the men and women that shed their lives, the blood for this country, will rise up. The spirit. They cleanse it, cleanse it, and make it right. These look even work with each other. I read from the Hebrew, straight to the well, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai God. Hear, O Israel, our Lord, our God, one. First commandment. I do my hand and say, go anything. Be a good life. Be a good life. Allah, God, pray. Who's Allah? God. I don't know. The same person. The be mother and father who's given us life. Clear away the strife. All of you can do it together. Be the love bomb. And understand there are the dark ones that got into the dark forces. There are the ones that want to make hate because they think they can be great. No. We need a government that is of all loving, caring. Yes, show the nations. Yes. I don't go for giving your wealth away. You're rich because you worked for your money. Why should you have it? This country was founded on capitalism. Without capital, you're not going anywhere. You need to eat. Yeah, but take care of those that are underpaid. Everybody.
Yeah.
Work for me. Work with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the law. The world going to be shut. Let me tell you. They're going to be shut. It's going to be a shake-up very soon. They're all going to have to come together. They're all going to have to come together.
Yeah, so you think something big's coming that's gonna just kind of shake everybody out of this?
No.
Is Silly fighting.
It's fine. My family lived on Mount Etna. They lived on the volcano there. And people came from all over the Peter Kingsley wrote about this in fact, in his book, Magical Mysticism by Pythagoras, something like that. It's a very long title, but it's by Peter Kingsley. I think it's on page 183, I believe, or 153. It talks about a family that lived on the slopes of Mount Etna who were known as trade prophets. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble.
That's you.
Yeah. You know, I've read for priests and nuns too. It came to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, priests and nuns have come. And I love them. People that born again Christians. You're born again when you have the heart in it, yes, and you say, yes, I want Christ, he's wrong. Come on, all of you in the craft. Can you find one thing that he's wrong in? No. He was more us than anything. In fact, they have the tablets in Tibet. It says, yea, so, high priest monk from the west. If Tibet is there, what's west of it? Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Joseph of Arimathea, who was his uncle, took him all over the world to the islands of the mist because Joseph bought tin and he brought it back to the Mediterranean where they mixed it with copper. And guess what they made? Bronze. We lived in a bronze age then. Joseph traveled all over the world and took his nephew. Because Mary would say, or Miriam, her name was, his mother, hey, Joe, you see, I need help. This kid's driving me nuts. there's, there's a movie on one of the stations called The Young Messiah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Jesus was not, Yeshua was not a nice little kid at times. In fact, he pushed the kid off the roof.
Oh no.
And the kid was dead.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, no. It's called the Infant Gospel of Jesus.
See, yeah.
Yeah, and it's also, the movie is called The Young Messiah. Oh, you gotta look at it. He got himself in trouble. Oh, he did. Oh, and here he was, made a little bird on the corner and by the ocean there. And it's like, and you're not supposed to work on the Sabbath.
He was a rebel. Um,
The rebel.
yeah.
But he was political.
He
He
was.
believes. He believes that the political religion killed him too.
They did. And he told us all this you can do and more. Everything he could do, we could do and more.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we will. We will do more.
Yeah.
We will bring the way of light. It's only one. Humanity. It's only humanity.
And there's another thing that you probably know about this, that Mary Magdalene was not a whore.
Which one is right?
Yeah.
And why? I'll tell you another.
And
Because at the age of 24, and you're growing a beard, if you're not married, you're a bum. And they called him rabbi. So it's the only way he could have been
mm-hmm.
yes. The children survived, and the bloodline never died.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she was no fool. That was Pope Leo the 13th. You got Leo the 14th now. Every Magdalene wears a rainbow because her husband gave her the rainbow.
Yeah.
Okay. He covered her with his robe. Yes. Miriam of Migdal. Yes. There's a Holy Blood, Holy Grail that's written by Lincoln and Begay. That's the book. But that bloodline had also what Dan Brown wrote his story and they made a movie of it.
Yeah.
No, the bloodline never dies. It does exist still to this day. And the Vatican has a price on them. They try to find them.
Oh
But
my
that's all right.
goodness.
No, I right up to their noses. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I'm not particularly religious, but I am interested in truth and I am interested in those that preach love and goodness. And so That's where I'm at.
You don't like to get her
Mhm.
because she is part of the name, which,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
part of it.
Yes.
You have so much to, somebody say, oh, you teaching. No, I teach to learn and I learn to teach.
Yeah.
I'm a good Puma, a high priestess. Some of these people, high priestess, yeah, you're a high priestess, pompous, rectus extraordinaire. Yeah, okay, fine. What are you doing for somebody? Did you make somebody breathe a little easier because you lived and existed? Or when you just live in your fancy $2.5 million house, arcade card somewhere, and how did you get it and what did you do to get it? You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes. Yeah.
What are you doing for someone else today? Did you take care of your family? Did you remember them when there was a time of grief and someone was sick, right? Or they had addiction in your family? Did you throw them away and think you were so pristine when your background is so dirty? Oh yes, you look at these people and you say, "Who, where, what, when?"
Yep.
No, they're by the grace of God walk I, and God is walk I. I walked in there, walking talk. And I met the man with I had no shoes, but then I met the man with no feet. I said, wait a minute. All right, understand. We have to start to have the heart. It's where the soul dwells. You just can do it. That was the only organ they left in the body. They did not need any other organ in the body but the heart because they believed the soul was there. And that's what I made the shop. They named it's Magica, Magi. That's right.
Hmm.
Ah, Egyptian soul, soul of the Magi. That's what the soul the shop meant. I don't have it anymore because my landlord and I love him very much. This is the goal. When I decided to make my shop into a condo, and I hope he sells it for what he wants. And he's a nice man. He's a good man.
Yeah.
And I wish him nothing but a nice restaurant in that Salem called Rockefellers. That's Rockassellas. Kevin, his brother-in-law, David's brother-in-law, and they said, "Come here and work. You have your little place upstairs in the colonial room, and you read there."
Awesome.
They saved us. And that was that. You
Oh,
see, you too could for somebody, which was many years ago. Do good and remember. Don't do good and forget. Do evil and remember. You understand it? It does come around. I say, well, I did this for this one, but they don't reciprocate. Leave it alone. The gods of light reciprocate, and they will do for you. It will
absolutely.
come back to you. Full circle. That's it.
Yes. Yep. I've seen it happen. I know it to be true.
Yes, yes, it is true.
Yes.
Got so much to do out there. Please don't lose your faith. Whatever religion, God you believe in, don't lose your faith. Do well. Do well in everything. Humanity. Don't be stingy and rotten. I think that you could put something over on somebody. Don't buy something that's stolen. Somebody said, "Oh look, I got this here." Don't you'll buy people's tears. All
Yeah.
right. And that's why just know, keep things happy, keep things good with yourself, and never look down on anybody, no matter who they are. If they gender, love people, no matter what gender they are.
Yeah.
Their choices. Gender, you want to change your gender, fine, that's okay. But don't put yourself as the victim and then victimize people. No. You made your decision, work with it, and help people. Put that energy there to working and helping people. If you're a gay man or woman, so hey, don't hurting people. What I'm saying, yeah,
Yes.
it's the whole thing. Married and loving each other. Okay. You know, everyone just be a straight person. Don't have to go straight. Straight or be a human being.
Yes.
That human being that cares.
Yes.
People wait for this fair. Make everyone know there is the love in your heart. But I gotta take care of Washington.
You do. Yes.
A big heart on the American flag.
Oh, I agree. Yes, let's start there.
So, I love it. I think you really do. I thought, once they clean up with the mess that was made,
Hmm.
you know, please, Archangel Michael, watch over this country. Keep it safe. It's
Thank
safe.
you. Thank you so much, Lori.
So,
Yeah, I love you too. I'm glad I met you. And well, before we go, I'm still gonna hang in there. I'm just gonna stop the recording in a minute, but will you tell people, Lori, where they can find you? And you do give readings, as you said. Will you just tell people how to find you?
Salem, Massachusetts,
Yeah.
at Rockefellers.
Yes.
I reached my appointment. Okay. People just got me at 978-741-9297. And if you have something I said tonight, okay, we can sit talk and find out why you're angry. Ingredients takes away from your life. Yeah. It's like an anvil, like banging on your head.
Yeah.
You have the right to have their opinion.
Yes.
I just say what they want. We fight it back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen, okay. I told you that Israel are children of one father. Jealousy is what caused this now for 3,000 years. Stop.
Yeah. Yeah, we all need to come together. Yeah.
We all need to come together to care about each other. And I think that's what's going to be seen very shortly.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lori Bruno, for being here. I hope it's not the last time. And
See each other again.
yes. All right. Well, goodbye, everyone. Good night and take care.
Blessed be all the light around you and me.
Yes. All right.
Yes, we are.
Bye.